in the fucking NBA graphic freak time, showing their points per game and shit like that.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Goated NFL show. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing Thursday night football is about to start in like an hour for us, so yeah, we're gonna cover that game. We're gonna cover all the rest of the games like we normally do. Get into some subtopics. Probably talk about Luka, and his heroics last night.
Against the
About,
Spurs,
yeah,
which is kind of sad.
yeah, but he got it done, and
he got it done,
yeah,
man. He's special.
Celtics. We'll probably talk about Nuggets Lakers opening night as well too.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So,
let's get into these week 8 predictions. I guess. I mean, This is the main show, NFL show. Bucks at Bills. I mean, Bills have been on a stinker lately, man. Is this 2 in a row that they lost? I think, right?
No, they actually beat the Giants a week before. 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah. But they struggled. They look bad.
They should be 0 for the last 3. That's what they should be. But,
So that's tonight's game. Bucks at Bills. Who you got, man?
Yeah, man, I got the Bills. Y'all better win.
Yeah,
that's all.
They better win, or it's bad. It's bad out here.
I already said it last week. Their season's done. They're not winning the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, this Bucks team is a team you should be. No excuses. Baker kind of came back down to earth last week.
Yeah.
No excuse. One thing I'll say though, they got some real shit injury luck right now. Because we already talked about Matt Milano injury, the Tre'Davious White injury.
Trey White.
Dawson Knox just went on IR for them. So
really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like season ending, but it's at least 4 weeks. So
that's low key kind of big though for Kincaid. Like he could get some more snaps and wasn't he like a highly talented rookie?
Yeah, I mean, he was their first round pick. So,
yeah.
Yeah, this is a chance for him to break out. He low-key kind of did it last week against the Patriots. Like he had like 5 for 75 last week.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah. So, for all we know, this could like be not a blessing in disguise, but this could give.
This could help
Bills
maybe make their offense a little more explosive with him getting most of the reps as a tight end.
Yeah, Knox is a good tight end, but he's kind of limited. Like Kincaid came out and he was like touted as like the best receiving tight end in the draft. So
like by the way, did you see LeBron listing the tight ends? That shit was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
He was reading off a list and he was like acting like he was that. Bro, he's so funny. That man is hilarious.
LeBron's a casual NFL fan. He doesn't know who T.J. Hawkinson is. He does not know who he is.
And then someone was like, bro, skipped over Pat Fryermuth because he didn't want to try to pronounce the name. Did you see that or no?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was like, he glazed over it. He skipped over it, which is hilarious.
He's like,
that's funny, man.
I can't say that.
LeBron's hilarious. Funniest man alive, honestly.
He is, bro.
But yeah, I think we're both going Bills. Honestly, I'd be shocked if the Bills lost. And I don't know. I feel like there's already a lot of drama around the Bills. Like every time they go on these, like, these not stinkers, because I mean they haven't lost 2 in a row. But every time Josh Allen struggles or they lose a game, there's like, are the Bills done? And I feel like if they lose the Bucks, that's gonna get amplified times 10.
100%, as it should, right? I mean,
yeah. And it's crazy because they gave the coach Sean McDermott extension, right? Yeah.
I mean, McDermott's a good coach. I don't like him at all. Don't like him at all. But he's a good coach. I can admit that he's helped turn that situation around. But
at a certain point, they're struggling.
Like, do you think like a change in head coach would fix their consistency problems?
I think a change in head coach, I guess. I think they need an offensive mind, bro, to help Josh Allen. Just because that O-line, the run game, it's been hard for years. And I think James Cook's a good running back. Don't get me wrong, but something's not clicking. Like they have Stephon Diggs and like Josh Allen, and then Cook will have a good game, or maybe Gabe Davis, but they don't have any. Like when you think of offensive explosion, it's usually Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs going crazy. Like
pretty
it's
much,
not, or like a random Gabe Davis game, but it's not consistent. Like when the Dolphins go off, everyone eats because Mostert, Hill, Waddle, they could all have big games together, and it feels like the Bills, they're super reliant on Diggs and Allen, and You know,
Exactly. Yeah. And if you
they
take away
pray for
Diggs,
something.
they pretty much got nothing else.
Yeah,
So, like they've
yeah,
tried. They've tried to like hit on these guys like Gabe Davis. He was like I want to say like a third round pick a few years back.
yeah. I mean, he's
They
a
had
solid player, but
he's
he's just
solid.
not.
Yeah,
He's not a
he's not as good as
reliable
they need
two.
him to be.
Yeah,
For a number two. They drafted that one dude Khalil Shakir from Boise State a couple years ago. He hasn't really panned out.
yeah,
So like if I honestly didn't understand why they didn't go harder after Duke Hawkins in the offseason. Like I feel
yeah,
like he would kind of be the perfect guy. Like him and Diggs would be like a perfect combination, 1-2 together. And we see Hawkins having a pretty good season for the Titans. You know, I mean, they
yeah.
got their own issues. His numbers would probably be a lot better if he was playing on a good team.
With a good quarterback and shit.
But that's something that could potentially be on the table because, like we just saw, like the Titans just sold off Kevin Byard. There's rumors that
Henry to the Ravens. That'd be scary.
Potentially. I heard the Cowboys are interested in Derrick Henry as well.
Yeah.
So for all we know, Tennessee could be on a fire sale. They're about to start Will Levis this week.
Because Tannehill's hurt, right? He's still hurt.
Yeah. So they're going to start Levis. The way Vrabel explained it, he's going to be the primary quarterback. So he made it seem like they're going to play both of them.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that.
But when quarterbacks say that, he'll probably have like some packages like, you know how the Saints have Taysom run quarterback plays, right. But mostly he's just running it or whatever. Yeah.
For Malik Willis.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think the Bills, they just need more playmakers on offense. And maybe Kincaid can be that. And like we talked about earlier, this could be his chance to break out.
Yeah.
And I feel like they definitely need like one more established piece.
Whether
that's Hopkins, whether that's potentially Judy or something like that. They need something else on this offense because it's just not consistent week to week. Like you see the flashes of what it can be at its best, but it's just not there.
It's like too inconsistent. It's a roller coaster. Like, you know, their ups are super up, their downs are bad. You know, lose to the Patriots. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't get worse than that.
Yeah. But, next game, New York Jets at New York Giants. So, you know, not much traveling for either team. It's home game. But
the New York Bowl. Damn.
Yeah. Who do you got? This is low key interesting because the Giants defense has been pretty solid these last few weeks. Tyrod Taylor, you know, he's been solid. He hasn't done too much. He hasn't turned the ball over. He hasn't killed them with mistakes. And then, you know, Zach Wilson, same thing. He's been solid since the Chiefs game. He hasn't like killed the team with mistakes. Like I'm repeating myself, but you know, usually when Zach Wilson starts, he turns the ball over, he throws picks, or he loses them the game. But he hasn't been doing that. He's just, you know, relying on the run game. Defense has been amazing, like, you know, what we expected. Yeah, so who you got, man?
I got the Jets.
Me too.
The Giants been playing pretty well the last couple of weeks, defensively especially.
Yeah.
And I think it should continue, like we said. With
the because
it's a weak quarterback.
Zach Wilson. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of Breece Hall, as it should be. Often.
Yeah, he's special.
Dalvin's in trade rumors because like they don't need him because they got.
He's cooked, bro. Like he doesn't look good when he gets touches, and I don't know. I wouldn't waste touches on him right now to begin with.
I just think he's used to being the top guy, and like he's playing differently because he's not.
And he only went there really, if we're being honest, to ring chase with Rodgers, and you know Rodgers got hurt, so he probably doesn't want to be there anymore.
I don't even think it was that because he was considering the Patriots heavily too.
Oh, really?
Before the Patriots got Zeke. I just think he went to the highest bidder. Whoever is giving him the most money.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like what we saw with Duke. Like he didn't. Get
that fucker was capping about winning, bro.
Yeah, he didn't get fucked by any of that.
Yeah, he didn't care about that shit.
He just wanted to get one last big contract, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I think the Jets, their defense just makes plays. They're going to be getting Sauce Gardner back. They killed it without him in the game he didn't play. So this shows you just how good the scheme and how talented
how good the coaching is on their side of the ball. Like the 100%. Defensive side is elite. Like Saleh, he gets a lot of shit, but honestly, he's turned around that defense. Like no doubt about it. That defense is good because of him and what the coaching staff has done and the players they've added. It's just the offense which struggled.
Yeah, like we already talked about it before, but man, if they had Rodgers, this team would be really fun right now. But yeah, I got the Jets winning a close one. I think both these defenses are pretty solid right now. So,
but Jets, I just trust their talent more.
Yeah, I just trust their talent more. I feel like Garrett Wilson will make a play. You know, probably get like 100 yards, like receiving yards for Zach Wilson. But yeah, Jets winning a close one, probably something like 20-14, something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know who's scoring 14 on that team, but I'll probably say like 20 to like 10. I think Jets win comfortably.
I feel you.
But yeah, so next game up, Jaguars at Steelers. This is pretty interesting too.
This is
Uh,
a fun one.
Jaguars have been on a little hot streak as of recently. They just beat the Saints on Thursday night. They got those extra days of rest. Um, Steelers, we all know Mike Tomlin. He's a great coach when when everyone's picking him to lose as the underdog. He's elite. Uh, who you got?
I got hold on, give me 1 second, man. I'll edit this, but I gotta do
No,
something.
you're good.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, but yeah, you said Jags and Steelers. I don't know, man. I got the Steelers. I got the Steelers, man. I feel really confident in this team right now. They
No,
find a
yeah,
way to
they're
win.
definitely losing now.
Listen, okay, I shouldn't have picked them against the Niners. Okay, I get it. But
I think I did that too. I don't know.
I think you might have. But
We both
um,
might have. We were wrong on that.
yeah, week one we were both kind of whatever first week. But yeah, man. I still don't believe in this Jacksonville offense at all. Like they've been way too inconsistent. The Steelers got a really good defense. They got like T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith always find a way to affect the game, whether it's by
Yeah.
T.J. Watt had an interception last week that set them up for a touchdown. This defense makes plays consistently, and I don't expect that to change this week. So yeah, I got the Steelers, and they're at home. I got the Steelers winning this game for sure.
I got the Jaguars, man. Honestly, I think I trust Trevor Lawrence more than Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada. Like honestly, that like Steelers offense doesn't move me at all. I know they have a great defense, but we saw the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence looked pretty good, and the Saints defense isn't a slouch. Like granted, we're having all these problems offensively. Our defense is still good. And Trevor Lawrence was hurt. He had a knee injury. He still looked really good. Like in those touchdown drives that like they were timely. Like they went cold for a little bit, but I don't know. Trevor Lawrence, I think he's one of them ones, man. And he had an extra a couple days of rest, because they played on Thursday. I think he's gonna be healthier. And I don't know. I just don't trust the Steelers team, and so that means they might win. But I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
All right, yeah, I can see it going either way.
Yeah,
It's just
it's like
I don't know.
surprising. Wouldn't be, like any of these outcomes wouldn't be surprising, honestly.
It just feels like everything goes right for the Steelers. Like that's what I'll say.
It
Like
feels like when
that
when
spot
everyone
last
picks
week.
against them, like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
win.
exactly. Like they're like the underdog. Like that's how they kind of look at themselves. But like that spot they got last week was just ridiculous. Like there was no way in hell that was a first down, and they just gave it. It's like, bro, like y'all even got the refs on your side. Like, come on. Like, so I don't know, man. I just think I have a lot of confidence in the Steelers team. George Pickens, by the way, I know you're probably gonna bring up your boy Olave.
Now Lame's
He's
been struggling,
he's
man.
on pace. George Pickens on pace for like 1,400 something right now. Like he's killing it, bro. So,
He's due for one of those big bombs every every
every game,
week.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's due for one at least. So, but yeah, yeah, we can move on. What's the next game?
yeah. Eagles at Commanders. I
Ooh,
mean, I'll go over this one pretty quickly. I think Eagles roll. Commanders, they've been struggling on offense. They look bad against the Giants. Sam Howell, he's gonna get killed with that O line. Eagles D line gonna bring the heat. Just got Bayard. Their spirits are high. They just came off a big win. I like Eagles comfortably.
Why don't I feel like the Commanders are going to win this game?
Pick them.
I don't know, man. Like, the Commanders easily could have won the earlier matchup. That game was a shootout. The Eagles tried everything in their power to lose that game. The Commanders they low-key have the Eagles' number dating back to last year. The Commanders are kind of on a cold streak. I'm going to take the Commanders this week.
Oh, shit. Upset alert, man. Hey, we like to see that.
Upset alert, man. Yeah. I don't know what it is, man. Sam Howell, all of a sudden, like, yes, his pocket presence is awful, but this man is tough. He stands in there and he makes throws, and this Eagles secondary is still questionable to me.
I agree with that.
They stopped the fraudulent Dolphins last week, but we'll see what happens this week. I feel like Sam Howell and the boys and the crew are going to put up some points on the Eagles again. So, and they're at home. Yeah, I'm expecting a big performance.
Yeah, I like Eagles to roll them, bro, honestly.
We'll see what happens.
All right, next game up. This is going to be a low-key. This low-key could be fun, like really fun. Rams at Cowboys.
This is a good matchup.
Yeah.
I got man. I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
Yeah, me too.
So yes, the Rams. They play tough every game, pretty much for the most part. They've taken a couple L's recently, but I got the Cowboys, man. It's just I think that D line can get to Matthew Stafford this coming up week. Someone's got to do something about Puka though. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if they got to start doubling him or what. This man is unstoppable. Like, the Steelers had no answer for him last week. So if they could do that, I feel like they could.
I just feel like Michael Parsons is gonna wreck this game. D-line. I don't trust their. I don't know. I just don't trust the Rams, bro. Like I like their offense. I like what they have, in Kupp and Puka and Stafford. But other than that, this team is just like a whole bunch of pieces. Like, I don't know. I just think the Cowboys have a better roster. They're at home. I think they win. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a close game though.
I think it will be close, but I think the Cowboys win.
All right. Next game up, Vikings at Packers.
Wow, the Vikings, man. Heroic victory.
Captain Kirk. Hey, respect to Kirk Cousins. That's my guy, bro. Honestly, I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. He's made a fan.
Kirk is man, he's killing those primetime Kirk memes. Like
he really is. He's been performing, bro.
He's showing up in these games,
Despite their record, he has not been the problem. I don't think.
Not at all. It's pretty much been everything else on that team but him and Jackson.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I got
I got the Vikings.
I got to go with the Vikings right now. I got to. It's just the Packers just aren't playing well. Jordan Love started off the year really, really good. I think the last couple of weeks, I want to say he
struggled.
I want to say in the last 3 or 4 weeks, he's like 2 touchdowns and 7 picks. So, yeah, just not great. But I think, man, the Vikings, they put up points every single week. The Packers don't. So that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah, really, honestly, that's what it comes down to. Whose quarterback you trust more? I trust Kirk.
So, I got the Vikings taking this one.
And my boy Giannis just knocked down a free throw. All right, he's 1 for 1.
That's a good start. Hitting a free.
Let's see if it. Let's see how it ends.
Let's go 2 for 2.
He fucking missed. Okay. Falcons at Titans. Oh man, this game is a stinker. Snooze fest. I will not be tuning in. I got the Falcons though.
Yeah, it seems like the Titans are in sell mode. Derrick Henry
and they don't have their starting quarterback.
Yeah, Derrick Henry may not even be a Titan by the time this game even happens, so we got to take that into account as well. And plus, they're going up against one of the most unstoppable forces in the league, Desmond Ridder.
Okay, you're doing tricks on it, bro. Relax.
Carried the Falcons to a crazy win last week.
Okay, bro. Spit it out, bro. Falcons winning or not?
I got the Falcons winning. Desmond Ridder could be too much for him. So.
Okay, you're gross. I think the Falcons just have a better team, honestly. I like their offensive weapons more. Doesn't really sucks, but I mean, they have a. I'm not gonna say they don't. I'm not gonna say they have a better coaching staff because Mike Vrabel's one of the best coaches in the league. It's just they don't. He doesn't have much to work with on that team. Like
Yeah.
talent really isn't there overall. But yeah, I don't have much to add. You ready for the next game?
Ready as I'm gonna be. Yeah,
All
go ahead.
right. Patriots at Dolphins. Patriots just coming off a big win against Buffalo. Mac Jones is back. Franchise quarterback. Baby, go. Let's resign him. Bro, come on. That's your guy.
He's not my guy. I've given up on
Okay.
that dream. It is what it is. Like Mac, I give him credit for his performance last week. Like good shit. Your first game-winning drive of your career, basically. Uh, but yeah, it hurts us in the long run, like I said. And I think we're gonna come back to earth in a big way. I can't remember the last time we won in Miami. I literally can't remember. So
Tua's never
I
lost against the Patriots.
yeah, two is
Yeah.
undefeated against
He
the
owns you
Patriots.
guys.
So
Yeah, he owns you.
yeah, he does.
I like the
And
Dolphins. I didn't pick them, but I got the Dolphins.
yeah, I do too. I got the
Okay.
Dolphins, and I think this is gonna be like a normal Patriots game. Like they go down big early, and then they make a fake comeback, and then lose in the end. So yeah, that's who this team really is. The Buffalo Bills are frauds. It's the only reason why the Patriots were able to win last week.
Oof,
So,
dang. My goodness. Sorry.
but
But
yeah,
yeah,
Dolphins are just a much better team. So I got them winners.
yeah, okay. Well, let's get into my neck of the woods. Saints at Colts. I'll let you go first because I got some shit to say about this team. Jesus.
Okay, so yeah, last time Saints played, as we know, like the Foster Burrow catch, like the Saints made a great comeback though. Their offense is looked the most alive, like it has outside of the Patriots game
Yeah,
all year.
but even
But
then, they were bad in the first half. Like they were bad in the
true,
majority of the
true.
game.
It's just a consistency thing with them. Hopefully they fix it this week. The Colts got absolutely shredded last week, so um, yeah, man, get Kamara involved. Like this should be a Kamara and that one guy you drafted from
Camara,
TCU.
Olave, Thomas game, man. That's what it should be. But you
Who's a
know,
running back y'all drafted from TCU?
Kendrick Miller.
Miller, yeah. This should
But
be
I
a
think he was
Kamara.
hurt. He was like sick or he was hurt or something, so he didn't really get much snaps on Thursday. That's why it was a really Camara focused game because Miller was like he was dealing with something.
Yeah,
But
I'm
so you,
expecting the Saints defense to play well again.
oh yeah,
Kamara should have a big game. Olave, I mean, it's been a couple weeks, bro. I mean, you got to put something out on the field.
I mean he's put up some yards, but it's just not really been like impactful like the first couple of weeks. Like versus the Texans, he had a couple catches and overall though he's just not performing well. I like to his expectations because like the first couple of weeks he was like, oh, is he going to be a top 10 receiver? But like recently he's kind of just he's been whatever. Um, Man, the Saints offense, they need to get it together. If not, they need to fire Pete Carmichael and just blow up this team because Dennis Allen is clearly not the guy on offense. He's a defensive coach. Um, I don't like what they've been doing offensively. I love our defense though, and I just overall I trust our defense against Gardner Minshew. The few times we faced him, we've had his number. He has not looked well against us. I got the Saints. I don't feel confident honestly. Like I know the Colts aren't a great team, but I don't know. I just don't feel confident in this pick, but I'll pick the Saints just because I think they've had the extra couple days. Everyone's on the hot seat, so I think they'll come out with like their heads on fire.
Yeah, I agree. I the Saints. This is a must win for them. Like they need to get back
Yeah.
on
Oh yeah. If not, I
like,
think it's
so.
time to start having some conversations.
Oh yeah, speaking of the Saints, you remember that picture I sent you? Is that fan at the AEW Collision?
Oh
So,
yeah. Fire
so
bro was cooking, bro. He was
yeah.
cooking.
So if y'all
Love
didn't
that.
see it, it was a fan at AEW Collision last Saturday, and he had a sign up, and he basically said like, "Oh, Pete Carmichael needs to be fired to save the franchise, save the
Yeah.
season or whatever." And I'm just like, bro, Saints fans everywhere just had enough.
Bro,
Like, they
there's
just
Saints fan on Twitter beefing, bro. Like it's bad out in these Saints Twitter streets, bro. Like, oh my gosh, Derek Carr got us all fighting. Like
got
it's
fans
ridiculous.
turning against each other.
He
That's
really
bad.
does. Derek Carr has been gross. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
Next game up. This one's kind of interesting.
Is it?
Texans at Panthers. The two top quarterback picks facing off. Yeah, I'll let you go first because I think we're gonna have a different pick here. Who you got?
Yeah, this game. The only thing interesting about it is it's the top two picks.
Yeah,
Nothing else.
that's why. Like, it's not interesting, but like
Yeah, the Panthers suck. They're just trash. Bryce Young, it's not all on him, but yeah, he hasn't looked great. Stroud, on the other hand, has the Texans
yeah,
have gotten a couple big wins. I love D'Amico as a coach for them.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Texans going to win this game pretty easily, man. I don't see it from the Panthers at all. Thielen's been kind of putting up some nice garbage time stats, and he's getting like 100 yards a week.
Nah, yeah, he's been a monster in fantasy, bro. He's been OD.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I just don't see how they're going to be able to keep up with the Texans. Texans are just a more talented team at this point, better coach team too. So yeah, I got Texans.
yeah. So with that being said, like I said, I felt like we'd have different picks. I don't know why somebody's telling me to pick the Panthers. Like, we get upsets every week. Would this be the craziest upset we've seen? It wouldn't be. I got the Panthers. I think Bryce Young, he's shown some flashes. I think Stroud's been better. I think he should have been number one. Like I've said that. Stroud, even in his incompletions, he's looked good. Like he's just looked good moving the pocket, navigating, avoiding like bad throws. Even when he threw that pick, the guy fumbled. So like, he's been pretty much damn near perfect when it comes to turning the ball over. But I think this is a must win for the Panthers, man. Like you traded all these picks up to get Bryce. You don't have your number one pick next year. Everyone's there's a lot of noise around the organization. I think they'll come out and they'll play to win. They're coming off a bye. They got the extra rest. I think they'll have a game plan. And Frank Wright, man, he has to win eventually, right? Like I don't think they're gonna go 0-17. So I got the Panthers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a bold one. That's a bold one right there. I'll give it to you.
It's bold, but it's not like no one would have said the Niners would have lost to the Vikings. I don't think, So we've seen crazier things happen.
That's true. That's true. But yeah. What's the next one? What's the next one we got?
Browns at Seahawks.
Browns Seahawks.
I think we're gonna agree on this one.
Man, this is a little bit tough. Deshaun's gonna be out again. He's taking a nice little vacation.
Guy wants to go get massages. He's sick. I hate that guy.
Yeah, bro. He's got to get his body right. I mean, what do you want? Right? So,
Guy's a sicko, man.
Like we haven't even really talked. It's like because like players get massages through the season. Like that's just like a normal thing that happens.
No, yeah.
Like I wonder who they're having do Deshaun's massage.
It has to be a dude, bro. It has to be like an old dude, like on the team, because
either it's an old dude or they're fucking. They had to like triple that girl's pay to like
Jesus
Deshaun
Christ.
Watson.
Nah, he's a sicko, man.
That is a flight risk right there.
There's like hundreds of massage therapists, bro. Like that's not normal. Like I don't care what anyone says. Like even if it was all consensual, let's say hypothetically, all consensual, bro. He has an addiction, bro. Even if it was all consensual, like that's weird.
Yeah,
like,
he's got like
it's weird.
Got like a fetish. He's got like a fetish.
Yeah.
For, like massage.
But I don't know. I don't want to get into that. Like I don't know. On the field, he's been awful. Off the field, he has his own issues. But yeah, I like the Seahawks, man. I just think I trust Geno more than PJ Walker. They're at home. Geno hasn't lit the world on fire, and the Browns defense is good. But I think this will be a get right game for Geno. Like I think he's bound for like a good game.
Just with the way the Browns played last week, it was so surprising. Like their defense finally got lit up. I think
by Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this defense is gonna feel like they got something to prove this week, and the Seahawks offense has not looked great as of recently.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Browns to win this game.
Okay, I don't hate it.
Yeah, just even without PJ Walker, with PJ Walker and Deshaun Watson, what's his name? The running back that replaced Nick Chubb, Brown, wasn't it?
Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford's been really good since taking over for Nick Chubb.
And they got Kareem Hunt, and he had like 2 tutties, I think.
Yeah, they're mostly using Kareem Hunt like down the goal line as like receiving back, but yeah, like they're a pretty good duo. So I expect the Browns to do enough to win this week offensively. I think it's gonna be kind of a low scoring game. So I think a game like that favors Cleveland.
All right. this is probably the game of the week for me. Bengals at 49ers. Brock Purdy might not play because he's in concussion protocol, so it might be Sam Darnold suiting up. Uh,
Yeah,
this is a big game,
it
bro.
probably is. Yeah, man.
Big game for both teams, low key.
I feel differently about this game now that Purdy's not going to play.
Oh,
I
really?
was thinking coming into it, I was thinking there was a chance, like, damn, man, like, Bengals could go in there and just get destroyed. But Sam Darnold, man, I don't trust him. I know he's going to be playing in the easiest offense he's ever had, but he's a turnover machine, man, and I don't expect that to change this week. He doesn't play anymore, so he's going to be cold. He's going to come in there, and I think he's going to give the Bengals a couple of picks. And I think the Bengals are going to do just enough offensively to win this game. I don't think it's going to be particularly high scoring.
No, I think it's going to be a low scoring, close game.
But yeah, I got the Bengals winning this one now.
I got the Bengals winning, but I kind of differ on how Sam Darnold will play. I don't think he's going to be bad. I mean, Sam Darnold, I don't think he's a good quarterback, but like, look at the situations he's been in. He was with the Jets; they were a dumpster fire. With the Panthers, they were not good. But granted, last year when he did play, like towards the end of the year, Sam Darnold looked pretty good in some games. Like he has talent, like no doubt about it. And I think Kyle Shanahan's offense is like dummy proof almost. Like I think as long as he does what Shanahan wants him to do, hands the ball off, give it to Ayuk, give it to Kittle. And I think they're gonna miss Debo again. I'm not sure if Trent Williams is playing. I think he might play. But yeah, this is a big game, bro. Niners are coming off 2 losses. Bengals are, they won what 3 of their last 4. So it's a must-win for the Bengals for sure. And if the Niners lose, there's going to be a lot of noise. So it's a must-win game. I got the Bengals though. I just trust Joe Burrow, and I think with that time off, I think they'll get right.
Yeah, we're in agreement. Next game up. Damn, Chiefs Broncos.
My infamous put the crib on Denver game. Chiefs at Broncos. Who you got, man?
You going with the vibes again?
I don't know, man. I'm tempted to.
Okay, so last time this game happened was on Thursday. I think it was 2 weeks ago or something, right?
Yeah. It was a close game.
Everyone was expecting a blowout. It didn't happen. It was close. But I think that was more due to it being a Thursday night game and those games always being weird. Seems like the Chiefs' offense is really starting to click. I think the Chiefs are going to beat the shit out of the Broncos this week. The Broncos are coming off a win last week, so I don't know. They may get a little comfortable. Who knows? A couple more guys could get traded from that team.
Yeah.
We already heard they're going to be in sell mode, so we don't know if their team will look the same come Sunday. But yeah, man, I got the Chiefs. Dominant game. I don't see Denver doing anything.
All right, man. Who do I got? I got the Broncos, baby. I'm going with the upset again. I need to gain some ground on you.
Damn,
You're 68 and 38 with your picks. I'm 57-49. I got to get the upper hand somewhere. I don't know, man. Last time it was close. I think the Chiefs might overlook them and come in right high after that win against LA. Broncos, they got to win against Green Bay. Granted, both those teams suck, but I'm going with vibes, man. I got the Broncos. I don't love it, but I got to be different.
Hey, bro, I got to give it to you. It takes balls to not only pick them
I'm
once,
doubling
but
down,
twice.
baby.
You're
I'm
doubling down on the vibe.
The streak has to end eventually, man. Streak has to end eventually.
I can do nothing but respect it. So I'll give it
But
to
yeah.
you. Next game, we got
Ravens at Cardinals.
And Cardinals. Dang.
I think we're gonna agree on this one.
Yeah, I think so.
I got the Ravens comfortably. Lamar's looked amazing. He's looking like one of the favorites to win MVP. If not him, Mahomes or maybe Tua. But I know you're not a big Tua guy. Cardinals, they play hard, but they're not a good team. The record is what it is. They've won 1 game. But yeah, I got the Ravens.
Same. Yeah, Ravens, Lamar, everything you said. They've been unreal. Lamar's been unreal. They've been a little bit inconsistent.
The receivers have sold a couple games. They got robbed once.
Yeah,
But
So
overall, Lamar's been good.
outside of that, this team has been to me second to the Chiefs. So
If they get Derrick Henry, bro, they can get a real run game. Like not a real run. They have a good run. If they get a real
they
like
have
threat,
a good run.
you know,
Yeah, they have a good run
yeah,
game. It'd be immediately a great run game. I don't know how you're stopping Lamar and Derrick Henry. Like I just
yeah,
don't see
like
it. So
either you go all in to stop Derrick Henry and Lamar pulls it and he runs it for a big gain, or you respect Lamar and Derrick Henry bulldozes three. Like pick your poison.
100%.
Yeah,
So
next. Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Not much to say.
Next game up. Both these primetime games are pretty bad.
Disgusting.
Bears
primetime
at
games.
Chargers Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, man. I got the Chargers. Like
Yeah.
they're on a 2-game losing streak, man. They gotta get back this week.
Herbert has to respond, man. He has to play well. This is going to be a big Herbert game.
I don't know if it's gonna be Tyson Bagent again, for the Bears.
Either way,
it is gonna be Tyson Bagent.
Oh, is it?
Because I saw a report that Fields is looking to return for I think November 5th. I don't know who they're playing, but I saw something today like he's targeting November 5th for his return. So
yeah,
it's gonna be Tyson Bagent again. Looked good last week. I expect him to play around the same, like kind of just average, because the Chargers defense is exploitable. So, but yeah, man, it's Justin Herbert, man. Like, just dominate this week, move on to the next, try to salvage what you can from this season. The Bears are awful, so yeah, man. This is a must-win game for the Chargers. If they have any hope of trying to make the playoffs this year, they got to win this game. They can't move down to 2-5.
Yeah. Next game up, Raiders at Lions. Man, this is a stinker. I like the Lions pretty much. They got dominated. They got embarrassed by the Ravens. Coach Campbell said he doesn't even think it was effort. He just thinks they just didn't match. Yeah, they got outplayed, and I think the Lions are going to be hungry. I think at home, Jared Goff's a completely different quarterback. Raiders aren't a good team. I like the Lions comfortably. I think they remind people like it was just a bad game, and they're still going to be a force in the NFC.
I agree. Yeah, man. Lions, Raiders suck. Like, let's just call it what it is. They suck.
Yeah, they do.
It's gonna be. Is it gonna be Hoyer or is Jimmy G back? I think Jimmy G could be back. Actually, no, he's back screwed. So, yeah, it's probably gonna be Brian Hoyer again. Yeah, the Lions, they got to get back from last week. I don't think the Lions are as bad as they played last week. I don't think.
No, yeah, for sure.
Think I don't think the gap between the Ravens and the Lions is that big that it showed last week.
It's big though. But, like, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I think it's big, but it's not 35 or what was it 42-7 or whatever the score was. It was bad though.
Lions had a really bad week, but yeah, I think this is the week where they're just gonna kind of get back on track against the Raiders.
And then I feel like when a team gets embarrassed, especially a good team, like on not prime time, but if they get embarrassed on TV, they usually come back out the next week and look better, a lot better. So I like the Lions.
Same.
All right, so we could get into a little bit of some NBA topics. I mean, we did a prediction show and all that. Luka Wemby, man, 2 generational players, head to head. What did you think of Wemby's debut?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a whole lot of this.
This guy here gross.
You called me out for being a casual. I was a little bit casual yesterday.
You're a casual, bro.
But no, man.
Is that why you were saying Wemby's you sick of me? I was like, bro, watch the game. You're being gross. Nah.
No, I watched the highlights. I saw Wemby had like a nice 9-point stretch.
Yeah, he had a nice 9-point run. Yeah.
Wemby, like, I don't know, man. This game specifically, I just feel like the Spurs just did not get him the ball nearly enough.
Well, he was in a lot of foul trouble too most of the game. So like, he was in foul trouble.
He played like low 20s, like minutes.
Yeah,
he was like 24 minutes.
Yeah, he was in foul trouble, and like he kind of went cold for a bit. They weren't really getting him the ball, but you see, like in that 9-point stretch, in the fourth quarter, you see what kind of player he could be. Like he is one of them ones. Like if he stays healthy, if he could get that shot, like that 3 to fall consistently, bro, he's gonna be a special player.
100%.
I think Luka was amazing, but I also think like it's kind of concerning that the Mavericks were in a dogfight with the Spurs. Like like the Spurs
It's
had
game
like
one. It's game one. We'll
yeah, that's
see.
true. That's true. Yeah, maybe I'm overreacting a bit, but still. Nah, Luca did Luca things, man. He had a triple double, I think. Yeah, Luca's one of them ones, man. He's special.
Yeah, and they got that shot was cold blooded at the end. Like that was
He's like that, bro.
you knew he was hitting it too. Like you
If
knew it was
only
going.
Tatum had that killer in him. Jesus.
Hey, we already talked about it. I wish he did.
Yeah,
Bro. If he did,
yeah.
he'd be the like best in the league probably. But
One of them.
up there. But yeah, man. They got some good contributions from their role players like Grant Williams.
Oh, and then that rookie you were talking about, bro. He had a good game
Garrett
for the
Lively.
Mavs. Yeah, Lively.
Lively was good. So, yeah, man. I like this team. Already looks a million times better to me than it did last year. They had no defenders on their team last year. Like that's what really hurt them. Like after they got rid of Dorian Finney-Smith, that just killed their defense. But Lively looks like a solid rim protector. Grant can guard. So yeah, I mean, I like the piece that they added to this team. Like I said, I already gave my opinion on how I think this is going to end for them.
And some guy called you out for being a casual. He was cooking.
He doesn't really stop that.
He cooked you, bro. He cooked you.
He didn't cook anything. He was cooking with
He
nothing,
cooked.
bro.
He cooked, bro. He cooked.
The motherfucker burnt water. That's what he was cooking. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Like he's probably just like a salty
Kyrie fan.
Yeah, salty Kyrie fan. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Respect him, bro. I'm gonna tag him in this clip, bro. I'm like, hey, come cook him again.
Okay. All right, but yeah, good one for the Mavs.
Yeah,
like I said, it's game one. I'm not going to overreact.
This game, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
like,
but still,
the NBA is so weird. Like, it's not like the NFL. Like the NFL is like, if a team like the Bills last week losing the Patriots the way they did,
that's shocking.
That's alarming. But the NBA is such a long season.
Yeah,
especially game one. Guys aren't gonna. They're not gonna look as good as they can look.
Yeah,
right?
And bro,
Wemby
had San Antonio rocking, bro. Like that crowd was on fire. Like it hasn't been that long since Tim Duncan, bro. Like that was awesome to see. That was awesome.
The Spurs just always find a way, man. David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and now
Wemby. It's crazy, man. And you see that stat where Tim Duncan and Wembanyama had the same exact stat line, like shooting like 6 for 9, 15 points.
Like, bro,
that's crazy.
No way.
That's crazy,
no way, bro. That's insane. So
that's nuts.
It seems like it's fate.
That script was crazy. The script writers got lazy, bro.
Yeah, the script. Yeah, they went crazy with this one, but yeah.
Want to talk about your Celtics, bro?
Oh yes, you already know I want to get into that.
I didn't really watch too much. I watched kind of the ending. I was kind of trolling you, but
dude. Okay, here's why I want to start with this. Fuck the New York Knicks. That's how.
Jesus.
Okay? The Knicks are so damn annoying to play, bro, because they don't miss shots. They just don't. Like, and Emmanuel Quickly. Like, I'm glad I picked him for 6 man. I might just pick him for MVP after how he played last night, okay? Because, goddamn, bro. Like, the shots he was hitting in the fourth quarter, I'm like, this guy's special. What can I say? He's special. He's a special player. Quentin Grimes is a special player. The only guy who consistently sucks every time he plays is Julius Randle. Sucks. Absolute.
Bad matchup for you guys. For him.
Yeah. He was guarded by Drew Holiday pretty much the whole game.
Drew was clamping shit, bro.
Clamped his ass, yeah.
Oh, my God. I forget how good of a defender he is because Butler cooked his ass, but he's a great defender, man. Julius Randle, fucking Drew Holiday. He's elite.
He was.
Yeah.
422, I believe he shot. So, yeah. He's just – I'm not a Randle guy. I don't like regular season players that choke in the playoffs. That's what he's been,
and he has the track record now. It's been some time.
Yeah, we've seen it in 2 playoffs. Like it is.
You got to start. You can't give him the benefit of the doubt anymore.
But yeah, the Knicks, like I said, they always play us tough. They're kind of like a budget like thrift store Miami Heat to us. Like all of their guys who aren't that good just start hitting shots like they never hit.
But I think they're a good team. They got good role players. They just don't have like a superstar. Like I like Jalen Brunson, but I don't think he's a superstar. He's a star.
He's a star. But on the Celtics front, KP, man. KP. I'm just saying, I'm telling you, man, he came out first quarter, scored 15 points in the first quarter. Just pick and pop threes. caught a lob. He he faked and he drove past somebody, got a dunk. Like he's got it all offensively.
I'm
And then
telling you though
defensively,
this. He's not gonna do this all the time. He's gonna be inconsistent, bro. I'm telling you now. I'm
you're
telling you
saying
now.
that because of his time with Luka. I'm saying, bro, playing with Luka, guys get tired of it. They get tired of not getting the ball, bro. Like
All right, we'll see. We'll
I
see.
love
We'll
Luka as
see.
a player, but he's got that heart in him in terms of he holds the ball too much and his teammates go cold and
Yeah.
just don't perform as well as they can. That's something Luka's got to fix. Like also going, being able to play off ball, all that shit, right? But Luka's still great regardless. Like
No,
of
yeah.
course they made the right decision getting rid of KP. He just wasn't a good fit. Like that's really
Yeah, it
what
wasn't a
comes
good
down
fit.
to. He's a perfect fit on this team because
You guys have a super team, low key, bro.
what he did in the fourth quarter, he straight up won us that game because the Knicks, like I said, were hitting a bunch of bullshit. Jaylen Brown tried to throw that game. He tried his damnedest to throw that game at the end.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
Because he turned it over. They get a three. They hit the three. He inbounds it, throws it away again. They get another three. He fouls the guy and one. They're up 7. I'm just like, damn. All right. After that, I was like, that's when you texted me like, oh, Knicks tape or whatever the fuck, right? And after that, I was just like, yeah, man, it is what it is. Like one game.
You're defeated. You're defeated.
I thought it was over. Yeah, I thought it was over after that.
I was trolling. Like I was like, I shouldn't troll because that's not nice.
KP hit. He had a 3.
It was a revenge game too, bro. I don't think no one was talking about that.
The fans were chanting "fuck Chris, fuck KP," this and that. And Kristaps, he fed off that shit, bro. He fed off.
Yeah.
Okay, like he showed no fear. He hit big shots. The biggest shot of the game he hit was they double Tatum. Tatum kicks it out to Kristaps on the right wing. Fucking drains it, bro. Like he completely won us that game. The Celtics team last year 100% lose that game, but Kristaps was the difference.
You got another offensive player, man. You don't got to rely solely on Tatum and Brown. It's funny too because I was trolling because I wasn't really like, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't like too locked into that game. I was kind of, I don't even know what I was doing, but I was like KP saved that fraud Tatum, and I saw like a tweet like literally a minute later, like, oh, Jason Tatum and KP combined tonight. I was like, oh shit, he had 30 points. I was like, my bad.
Yeah, Tatum, like KP was like the MVP of this game just because of the big shots he hit. But Tatum was the best player in this game. Tatum
that was
hilarious. Unreal, like step back threes, driving to the rim, the handles tight.
I feel like I was more focused on KP like balling than Tatum balling. Like I don't know. That shit was funny to me though because I was trolling bad, and then it was a bad troll. I was like, Tatum did this shit. My fault.
Yeah, both of them were great. I'm worried about the bench though. I'm not gonna lie. The bench did not do anything. Peyton Pritchard scored 4 points. He had 2 big free throws at the end. Sam Hauser did nothing. Luke Cornett did nothing. Horford had I want to say 8, 7, and 4 off the bench.
Bring back Blake, bro. He's like that. Respect Blake Griffin.
I have no problem bringing back Blake because I'd rather have him than Luke Cornett.
You should rather have him over Horford. Respect Blake. Respect Blake. He's younger though.
Defensively. But his body's aged worse, unfortunately, because of the injuries he's had.
Man, Blake was special.
And Blake's never been a great defender either. Blake's always been
he
an
hasn't.
offensive
He
player.
hasn't.
But yeah, I'd love to have Blake back, 100%.
No, yeah. Blake would be like, I remember in the clutch, like as a Clippers fan, like him and Chris Paul in the clutch moments, he would be like a fucking like a bull in a china shop or whatever. Like he'd be like, bro, what are you? He'd be killing me, man. Oh my god, man. Miss those days.
He expanded his offensive game a lot.
Oh, for sure. And I think Detroit Blake Griffin, when he led him to the playoffs, that was like his best offensive skill set. He could shoot. He could still dunk. And then he played with like a meniscus tear, and like it ruined his career, man.
Yeah, like kind of the athleticism left him after that.
Yeah, I love Blake Griffin though, man. He was a special player to watch.
I was watching because I was just scrolling through Twitter, right, and I was like, "Oh, Blake Griffin was special," and it was just like a highlight package of like his old like best dunks. I'm like, dude, this guy was fucking insane.
His athleticism was
just
unreal,
like
dude.
He made it look so easy, like just jump, catching it. Like, and just slamming that shit on anybody who was even in the vicinity of him, bro. Like, Blake, for his size, he might be the most athletic big ever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't consider him like a big. But, he was He was unreal, man. But yeah, like I said, I take him back right now just because at this point he's kind of become like a hustle player. Like he kind of dives
Yeah,
on the floor for loose balls.
yeah. He
He has
has
the
to be, man.
occasional, yeah, yeah.
He has
He's got
occasional three.
occasional three, occasional dunk. Like he can still dunk if like no one's at the rim. Like
Yeah,
if
but
he's
he's
got like
not. Yeah,
a
yeah,
straight line to the rim, he can still dunk. But yeah, man. This Celtics team to me, I feel like they need to make a trade to add a player onto this bench. We still have a trade exception we could use. If we trade for that player right now by the trade deadline, we could package that player's salary and more salary to get a player around like $10 million on this team.
yeah,
The buyout market's going to come. Maybe a guy like Alec Burks from the Pistons get bought out because he's cool with Tatum. Like he's really cool with Tatum. I think.
yeah.
I want to say he's Deuce's godfather or something like that. Alec Burks for the Pistons. So, yeah. So I think he'd be a really good addition to this team. Yeah, this team's going to look drastically different by the time the playoffs start. Off the bench at least.
Yeah.
And Kristaps played 38 minutes. He can't do that all year.
Yeah,
so,
you can't have him playing that much. That's a lot.
Yeah, we're going to be playing Miami this week, so I'm assuming this Friday, I should say. So he's probably going to be playing big minutes again, unfortunately. But I think in the smaller games, like against Charlotte, against teams like that, he's probably going to be
against teams you guys should handle.
Exactly. So he'll probably be around 30 for those games, but yeah, big win for us, big comeback win. I felt really good about. I want to beat the Knicks so bad. I'm so tired of their shit. So
you want to talk about the Nuggets Lakers game real quick before we wrap up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, man, it felt exactly how it did in their playoff games last year.
It was a big lead. Lakers would cut it down. They'd go right back up. It was never really a doubt for me personally. I just think Denver's a better team. They got better players. Joker, I think he's the best in the world. I mean, triple double. He's so smooth. Yeah, he's not smooth. Like I don't know, man. Like his game is like it's weird. It's weird. I don't know how to describe it.
He does all the little things perfectly. Like that's how I describe like angles, spacing. Like he knows what shot to take in every single situation, every single moment. Dominated AD again. AD can't go. Like
AD didn't do shit in the second half either.
Yeah,
he went ghost.
That's the second biggest story.
And I think that's just who he is. Like we shouldn't be expecting him to take a leap or anything. Like he's 30 years old, bro. He's been in this league for a long time now. He's not. There's like no. I don't want to say there's no other level because we've seen him dominate, but he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be the Giannis or Embiid and take over the franchise. I don't think he has that number two character. He's not a one.
It's just what it is. Yeah, got the talent of a one. He's got the mindset of a two.
Yeah.
And some nights a three. Some nights a three. Unfortunately. Because he was 0 for 6 in the second half.
No, yeah.
Man, just not enough. Not enough, man. I think they should get back to what they were kind of doing last year in the playoffs, like where they kind of have 80 playoff balls like a roamer and have like Hachimura guard Jokic.
Yeah.
That'd probably be better for them in these games, But yeah, it is what it is at this point. The Lakers to me are still going to be one of the best teams, but this 80 thing is low-key holding them back, like when it comes to playing teams like Denver,
Yeah.
Because I think part of it,
and then they don't want to play LeBron too long too, either. Like they want to rest him more. So
we'll talk about that too. Darvin Ham said after the game that LeBron's going to be around 29 to 30 minutes. Like I don't know if he's going to keep to that, but that's what he said after the game, and LeBron sounds like he's with it. So it sounds like they're just going to manage LeBron's minutes.
I feel like if they keep struggling though, then they'll just here go save us.
Yeah, like it usually is.
Yeah,
they're kind of hoping to get some contributions from their other guys. They didn't. To me, they didn't get Austin Reeves involved nearly enough in this game.
Yeah, he didn't. He was pretty quiet for the most part.
Yeah, their bench struggled pretty bad too. Vanderbilt didn't play much. Gabe Vincent was awful. Like he played I want to say he played 20 minutes, and he was like a minus 28 20 minutes or something like that. So they got shredded when he was on the floor. He's only good against the Celtics. Like that's who Gabe Vincent is. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just I don't think they could beat him. I don't see it. Like that's why I talk about the Kyrie trade being more of a possibility because I feel like they're going to need like another player
Scorer.
who isn't scared of the moment like AD
Yeah.
appears to be sometimes. And Kyrie, say what you want about him, he's not scared.
Yeah,
Okay?
he
not.
took that shot against. I mean, it was like fucking 7 years ago, but that shot against Steph, bro, he pulled.
He is
Crazy.
living off that shot. Okay,
He really is.
Say that. He's
he
living
really
off that
is.
shot.
He really is.
He's fed his family for generations off that shot.
Yeah, he's made millions off that shot, bro.
Yeah,
hundreds of millions.
But no, I feel like that's sort of like a player they need. Maybe not even Kyrie. Maybe like Zach LaVine, because like this is like a subtopic too. Like, when it comes to the Bulls. The Bulls got their ass whooped by.
They already had a players meeting. Players only meeting. Game one is crazy.
They had a players meeting. Bro.
It's crazy, man.
It's all bad, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like I saw, it was like I think Billy Donovan's their coach. He came in the locker room. He asked him. He's like, "Oh, do you guys just want the room right now?" He's like, "They're like, yeah." The baseball, I'm like, "Yeah, get out." Like,
that's crazy, man.
Like a players on the meeting after fucking game one. Zach LaVine was basically saying, "Oh yeah, we didn't play with enough heart." Like, dude, that's like crazy to me. So I feel like that team, the Bulls are going to be one of the worst teams this year.
Yeah,
because I feel like they're just going to blow it up.
10th seed, bro. Yeah, I think
they're going to blow it up at the deadline, man.
No, I had him 11. I had 11.
I heard that DeRozan's looking for an extension, but like they're far apart on numbers.
Yeah, he's like 34 too. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I feel like
he's up there.
They're not going to want to do it.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks with this situation because when Lonzo first signed with the Bulls,
the onesie for a minute.
Yeah, they were really good with Lonzo. But you know, we already know what happened with him. Like we don't even.
Yeah, his knees. Yeah.
So.
Man. Hopefully he does. Hopefully.
Ever since then, they've struggled a lot. Like I'm curious to see what their record is without Lonzo because they started off so well. They were fraudulent because like every time they played a good team, they lost that year.
Yeah, they're a regular season team.
But,
regular season merchants.
But yeah, man. I mean, they still got good talent. Like Caruso's a really good role player. Like Zach LaVine, obviously, DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Vooch. Like they got good players, and I feel like all those guys, for the most part, are going to be sold off at the trade deadline to contending teams. So, yeah, but
let's just go through these picks for the TikTok and.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Week 8 NFL predictions. First game up Thursday Night Football. Bucks at Bills.
Got the Bills. Hey, you better win, bro. Y'all are frauds anyway.
Must win. Must win game.
It's a must win. Like if y'all lose this one, like damn, I don't even know what to say at that point.
Yeah, I got the Bills too. Next game up, Battle of New York, Battle of MetLife Stadium, Jets at Giants.
Yeah, I got the Jets. I just trust their talent more.
Yeah,
quarterback is kind of like a wash. Tyrod's a vet. He's played well, but I just believe in the Jets' defense. I believe they'll get this W for them.
I low-key believe in Tyrod more than Zach, but I think the Jets have a better roster, so I got the Jets. Next game up, Jaguars at Steelers.
I got the Steelers, man. They just find a way. They find a way every single time.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, offensively, I'm just not impressed with them. But, yeah. It's going to be a close one, though, like it always is with the Steelers, but I got them taking it.
I got the Jaguars. I trust Trevor Lawrence more than Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada offense. I think a couple days rest from the Thursday night game will give Lawrence time to heal with that knee injury. He made some big plays versus the Saints, an elite defense. I think they'll win. Next game up, Eagles at Commanders.
I got the Commanders, bro, in an upset. I just feel it. I don't know why. It's
the vibes, bro. I respect that, bro. Coming from me, I'm a big vibes guy.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Man. I just think Commanders low-key got the Eagles number. Like, they could have won the game earlier this year. They gave the Eagles one of their only real regular season losses last year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I just think Sam Howell's going to cut up that defense, and, they're going to get a close one. I think it's going to be a shootout.
I'm a Sam Howell guy, but I feel like they had their chance to win earlier this year. They blew it. I like the Eagles comfortably, man. I think that D-line is going to get after it. Sam Howell taking a lot of sacks this year. Probably the most. He's definitely the most in the NFL. I don't see him lasting the season if it continues. But next game up, Rams at Cowboys.
I got the Cowboys in a close one, man. The Rams, to me, they're just like a mid-team. Like, they still got some really good players. Puka, like, not much to say. He's the best in the world.
Okay, relax.
Yeah, man, I just trust the Cowboys more than the Rams. I can see it going either way, though, because the Cowboys are known to be fraudulent from time to time.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
I got the Cowboys. I just trust the roster overall. I trust Dak a little bit more than Stafford. Um, yeah, it'll be a close game though. It should be like a good high scoring game. Next game up, Vikings at Packers.
Yeah, I got to go with the Vikings, man. I'm not impressed with what I've seen from the Packers in the last 4 weeks or whatever. Jordan Love's
Since
been
week
pretty
one, to
struggling.
be honest, for me.
He was pretty good the first 4 weeks, but
He's
the last
alright.
3, he wasn't very good. But yeah, man, Kirk's playing arguably the best football of his career. Yeah, even without Jefferson, like he found Addison. Addison looks like a star too.
Addison looks good, man.
I think Addison leads the league in touchdowns. He might lead the league outside
He
of
might.
Tyreek.
I think he's second to Tyreek.
Yeah, I think Tyreek's number 1, obviously. But yeah, man, I got the Vikings. They're just playing really well offensively right now.
No, yeah. Captain Kirk. That's all I can say, man. I trust him more than Jordan Love, and Vikings. They might be on a heater after beating San Fran. But next game up, Falcons at Titans.
Desmond Ritter, nah.
You're gross.
Nah, man. The Titans, they already sold off Byard. They're probably going to sell off Derrick Henry to the Ravens. This team's in sell mode. Yeah, Falcons, they got a good roster despite their limitations at quarterback. So
Thank you for saying that.
yeah, but yeah, man, Falcons are just a better team, so I got them.
Yeah, I don't got much to add. I got the Falcons, better roster, I believe. Next game up, Patriots at Dolphins. Your guy Mac Jones, man, MVP.
He's not my guy. Don't say it's my guy. But yeah, man, Patriots are going to come back down to earth this week.
Yeah.
They screwed up their draft position last week. They'd probably be in the number 3 spot if they had done what they should have done last week. But, you know, it is what it is. I like to see Bills fans cry all week, so I guess I'll take that as a small victory. Yeah, Patriots come back down to earth. They're probably going to get their ass whooped. Tua is never lost to the Patriots, so that's tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, he owns them. Owner of the franchise. I got Dolphins too.
Okay.
So
him and Bob Kraft, the co-owners.
Yeah. The co-owners, crazy. Next game up, Saints at Colts.
I got the Saints, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't 100% trust Gardner as a starter. Like I said, he's better in relief than as a starter. Saints defense is still good. I don't know what happened last Thursday. Like
they had him until they
drag route.
Like,
that drag route was, God.
Tyrann Mathieu was running in fucking Titans, bro. It was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. But yeah, I expect them to get back on track. I still think it's a talented defense, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a close one. But I got the Saints winning. They need to win. They need to get back on the win
Saints
side.
Yeah. Saints defense has historically owned Gardner Minshew. There's only been like a handful of games, but you know,
for real? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they played like twice, and I know for sure they played him his rookie year when he was with the Jags, and they shut him out. But yeah, I like the Saints. I trust their defense. Hopefully the offense can get it going. I'm not holding out hope, but I just think we're a better team, and I think we'll bounce back. If not, we should go on fire. So next game up, Texans at Panthers. Sorry.
Yeah, not much to say, man. Texans are just a way better team to me. I don't trust the Panthers at all offensively. Texans, well coached, well quarterbacked right now. They got some really underrated weapons with Nico Collins and Tank Dell. Yeah, I don't see how the Panthers are going to stop them. I don't think this game's going to be close. I think the Texans are going to roll in this game.
Yeah, I got the Panthers, man. I think. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Cut that out. Texans at Panthers. I got the Panthers. I think the Panthers are gonna have to win one eventually. I think all the noise of CJ Stroud should have been one. I'm one of those guys, but I think Bryce Young's hearing that. I think Frank Wright's hearing that. I think they'll come out, get their first win of the year. They gotta win eventually, man. Next game up, Browns at Seahawks.
I got the Browns, man. The Seahawks have been playing great offensively the last couple of weeks. The Browns obviously had their worst performance of the year after that historic start that they had. I think this will wake them up a little bit. You know what I mean? They can't just take anybody lightly. It's still the NFL. So, yeah, I think they're going to be playing hungry this week, and I think they're going to shut down the Seahawks. P.J. Walker is going to be starting again. Deshaun going on his little massage vacay or whatever.
Yeah, that guy's gross.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, as long as they get the ball to Jerome Ford, I feel like he can do enough offensively for them. And their defense will probably give them a couple short fields with a turnover or two. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I got the Browns.
I got the Seahawks. I trust Geno more than PJ Walker. I think, Geno's due for a big game. Not a big game because, the Browns defense has been pretty elite other than last week. It was a weird game though. But yeah, I like Seattle at home. Next game up. Game of the week for me. Bengals at 49ers.
Yeah, now that Brock Purdy is probably going to be out and it's going to be Sam Darnold, I love Lou Anarumo as a defensive coordinator.
He's special.
His scheme's great. So
MVP these last couple of weeks, honestly.
He's gonna have something. He's gonna have something for Sam Darnold. And when Darnold doesn't get a look that he likes, he usually throws the other team. And I expect that too. It's gonna look. This Niners game is gonna look similar to like one of those bad Jimmy G Niners games where it's just the quarterback just lost in that game.
Yeah.
Clearly. So I think if Brock had played, I would have probably picked the Niners. But now that he's not, I'm gonna take the Bengals to win this one.
Yeah, I like the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow is gonna have a bounce back after that. It's been 2 weeks now. That stinker against Seattle. He was good the first half, then second half didn't do much. They're coming off a bye week. He's extra rest, get that calf right. I think he'll get T involved, Chase, Boyd, all those weapons. I think they get it together, get right. Next game up, Chiefs at Broncos.
Yeah, man. You already know where I'm going with this one. It's going to be the Chiefs. Like pretty much what I thought it was going to be a couple weeks ago on Thursday. I'm just going to pick a blowout. The Broncos still suck. Like let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
good win last week, but y'all still suck. And the Chiefs' offense appears to be clicking at this point. So I got them.
Yeah, I'm going off vibes, bro. I was close last time Thursday night. I was close. Now they're at home. Everyone's Chiefs are going to come in riding high after beating the Chargers. I like the Broncos in the upset, man. Upset of the week. Put the crib on Denver. Next game up, Ravens at Cardinals.
You just lost a bunch of people there.
I'm sorry, y'all. Don't listen to me.
What was the next game?
Ravens at Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, not much to say about this game. The Cardinals suck. One
Yeah.
win. Lamar, my MVP.
MVP?
Right now. He's my
Don't hate
MVP. So, yeah, man, I got the Ravens winning this game comfortably. Not much to say.
Yeah.
Cardinals suck.
Lamar's been in that mode. He's getting Odell involved. He's getting all these weapons involved. After some shaky games, I think the offense has looked really good this past week against the Lions. Lamar MVP. Cardinals aren't a good team. They play hard, but they have one win. The record is what it is. I like the Ravens. Next game up, Bears at Chargers. Sunday night football. Ew. Gross.
Yeah, the primetime games are just disgusting this week.
They're bad.
Yeah, it's going to be Tyson Bagent again. I think he's going to look around the same, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to score with the Chargers. They finally got Quentin Johnson involved last week, so hopefully they can build off of that. But yeah, man, Herbert, it's a must-win, man. Like, I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh my God, Herbert isn't as good as everyone says he is. I just think, like, for their season's sake, they need to win this game if they have any hope of even trying to make the playoffs. So,
Yeah. You've seen all those memes just they doubted you, they counted you, how will you respond? I think that's gonna be Herbert this week. I like the Chargers, man. They gotta win, bro. Like, it's the Bears. You can't lose against Bagent, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I don't even know his first name. Respect to him. Was it Tyler? Tyson. See, like, I always get it wrong. But
his
I
dad
like
is
the Chargers.
actually a world champion arm wrestler. Like, I saw that. His dad.
Yeah, that shit don't move me, bro. I'm sorry.
That's cool. I'm just saying, it's kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. Next game, Monday Night Football, Raiders at Lions.
Damn, I didn't know you hated arm wrestling like that.
I'm sorry. That was just being a dick. That wasn't nice.
What? Okay, so we got what is it?
Raiders at Lions.
Yeah. So Lions are just a better team. Raiders suck.
Yeah,
it's
they're gonna kick their ass
again.
Yeah.
Lions coming off the disappointment last week. Like, they got to show up this week. It's a must win to me. Like, you can't drop 2 straight to the.
No, yeah, for
you can't
sure.
lose the way you did last week and then lose to the Raiders. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Like, so you got to win this week.
Yeah.
And
I got the Lions. Yeah, I got the Lions. And that'll do it for our Week 8 picks.
Yes, sir. Anything else you want to add, man?
Nah, man. I'm chilling now. I'm good.
For sure.
I think we got it all out there for the week.
Yes, sir. Sounds like it. But yeah, join us all Sunday night for the Week 8 reactions. Yeah, we'll be here. So, yeah, y'all have a good one. See you on the next one.